this is how it arrives from Copart auction. You can see we've got all the numbers and the details on there. The good thing is this was has got a covering over just to protect all the electrical bits in the inside there. As we look down, it doesn't look too bad. We can see that it in fact had some front damage, and that's where we're sort of looking to repair. I suppose the first thing as we look at it is got some accident damage just down on the front bumper, lower side. Temporarily it's been sort of stapled together. That may well just go, but if we get lucky and get a matching bumper, that sort of save us from there. Wheels are looking like they're in good condition. As we come round, we'll see then screen itself is intact, and as we come up from there we can just see some markings just in the on the door handle, but they do look like they'll just rub off. Let's come back to the rear panel this side. Everything else really towards the back is looking intact. As we go round here, it does look like it's all sort of just dust and debris. And then we'll try and come up this side here, and looks like if we just got a scratch down there, perhaps that'll just buff out, even if that was the case. And then we come to this side, and this one's looking okay. So really, as we look at it from the front end, we can see that what's happened is that they've disconnected it all and then tried to get the parts ready for removal. And then as we look through, we can see that the radiator, well, the lights and the surrounds, of course, and as we go down there, we've got the front lamp panel that's missing, the bar that goes across, and then possibly the cowlings for the radiator itself. So it looks like that's just all missing just from there. So at some point they've had the front off and checked it through, and then that's been the outcome for that. So I'll stick that back up for the minute. And of course, that'll perhaps be the first thing to change, really, is to get those number plates off as well. But the actual front part of it is fairly much intact from there. It doesn't seem any damage along the grille, and the lights seem okay, so it may just be this front lower bumper. And then really just as we look inside here, then you can see then really we just got dirt and debris just from there. It does look quite dirty, but hopefully it's just a case of just clearing up just from here. We don't have any sort of warning lights coming on the dash itself, and everything else does look like it's fairly much intact just from there. So we've got no other sort of issues internally to worry about. Really, it's just the external, the barrel. So this is the Smart 2015 for 4 5-door Passion. So for 4, because of course it's got 4 doors. The 4-2 doors, so fairly straightforward. As we can see here, the winning bid was 875, but of course by the time we've added all the other details into that, as we can see there, the total invoice amount was in fact at 1409.82, and that was including the delivery. So let's have a look at the car itself. So we can see here 75,000. Her primary damage was front end. It's Cat N, so it's repairable, non-structural. So that is a good sign, non-structural damage. As we look down the list, additional info, it's not showing anything. So we just go back just from that. And as we can see then, it's the 5-speed manual petrol, partial V5, and it's got a number of keys available. It is a 1, so interesting just from there. As we look through the pictures, what we can see, it looks like then in order to assess the damage, they've then removed all the parts from it. So the what we can see there is the bonnet, the lights, and of course as we go down, just inside we can see how the front bumper and then the top half has been replaced, but in fact just under there is missing the internals, the radiator, the air conditioning unit, and as we look through, it's the front slam panel, the cross member from there, with the front absorber. Those parts are missing as well. Inside didn't look too bad, so as we can see, not too bad. It looks quite clean there. We'll see when it arrives just what condition it is in. That could be interesting just to see. Then it looks like it's been highlighted as damage just in that photo, so we'll see as that comes through just what that happens to be. And hopefully there's no sort of a warning or engine management lights as we come in as well. It's possible that that one there is the video, the picture's not very clear, but we'll see there. Perhaps we need to just put the cover, the guard back on that one there. The wheels, of course, I think we're nearly through all the pictures just from now, and move the front, and then you can see there's all the Copart details on the front. Yeah, that's the one just from there. So that's as much as you can see when you buy a vehicle from Copart. You just sort of get the pictures. It shows the best of it. But it does show all the angles, it shows all the wheels, so I suppose that's the important bit to look for then, is the wheels. Glass is all intact for me, certainly airbags. I always think there that if the airbags have gone off, then that's going to be a lot more structural damage, and perhaps that's going to be more hidden just from there. And of course to remove the panels and to replace those is going to be expensive. It estimates the retail value there of this car has been 3,448. When you put it in on We Buy Any Car, that sort of shows at 1,770. So this is the Copart invoice. I've taken a copy of it, and as you can see, then I've just taken my details out, and then the other bits there I've just waved over for security. The big price was 875. So that's how much I then paid. As we can see, then there's no VAT to add to that one there. So the car stands me at 875 at the moment. But as you look down the list there, you can see the total invoice amount is at 1409.82. So that is a difference between how much the hammer, the bid price was, and the actual price that I paid. So we can see then, as we look further down this list and sort of investigate, we can see that in fact there's a buyer fee to pay. So that's at 195 plus 39 in VAT, so that makes 234 altogether. So that's £234. There's a virtual bid fee, which again, including VAT, is at £58.80. And then there's a lot retrieval fee, which is at £60. And then we can see then delivery was at 162 altogether there. And then a card issuer fee, I got charged at £20 and 2 pence. So the total amount, as we can see then, just to recap on that, is at 534.82, on top of the bid that I originally put in at 875. So that's certainly something to be aware of when you're bidding on Copart auctions, to make sure that you're aware of all these extra costs that will be included or incurred as a result of the purchase. So certainly don't bid too high.